Myself, Professor K.K. Chaudhary, Faculty of Education and Methodology, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women University, Jaipur. Subject is Animal Physiology and Endocrinology. And today we will discuss about our next topic, that is the counter current mechanism, or you can say counter current multiplication. Counter current mechanism is the process by which a progressively increasing osmotic gradient is formed in the interstitial fluid of the renal medulla as a result of counter current flow. Counter current multiplication involves the long loop of Henle of juxtamedullary nephron. In figure you can see that descending limb of the loop of Henle carries tubular fluid from the renal cortex deep into the medulla, and ascending limb carries it in opposite direction. Since the counter current flow through the descending and ascending limb of loop of Henle establish the osmotic gradient in the renal medulla. The long loop of Henle is said to function as a countercurrent multiplier. The kidney use this osmotic gradient to excrete concentrated urine. Concentrated urine secrete करने के लिए counter current mechanism use होता है. Production of concentrated urine by kidney occurs in the following way. First point कि symporter present in the thick ascending limb cells of the loop of Henle cause a buildup of sodium ions and chloride ions in the renal medulla. In the thick ascending limb of the loop of Henle, the sodium ions, potassium ion and chloride symporter reabsorb sodium and chloride ions from the tubular fluid. Water is not absorbed in this segment, however, because the cells are impermeable to water. You can see into the figure. As a result, there is a buildup of sodium ions and chloride ions in the interstitial fluid of the medulla. Then next point, since the tubular fluid constantly move from descending limb to the thick ascending limb of the loop of Henle, the thick ascending limb is constantly reabsorbing sodium and chloride ions. Consequently, reabsorbed sodium and chloride ions become increasingly concentrated in the interstitial fluid of the medulla, which result in formation of osmotic gradient that ranges from 300 milliosmoles per liter in the outer medulla to 1200 milliosmol per liter deep in the inner medulla. The descending limb of the loop of Henle is very permeable to water but impermeable to solutes except urea, because the osmolarity of the interstitial fluid outside the descending limb is higher than the tubular fluid within it. Water move out of the descending limb via osmosis. This cause the osmolarity of the, जब वाटर बाहर आ जाएगा सिर्फ साल्ट रह जाएंगे, तो this cause the osmolarity of the tubular fluid to increase. As the fluid continue along the descending limb, its osmolarity increases even more. At the hairpin turn of the loop, बिल्कुल लोअर पे loop of Henle पे loop, the osmolarity can be high as 1200 milliosmol per liter in juxtamedullary nephron. As you have already learned, ascending limb of the loop of Henle is impermeable to water, but its symporter reabsorbs sodium and chloride ion from the tubular fluid into the interstitial fluid of the renal medulla. So, the osmolarity of tubular fluid progressively decreases as it flows through the ascending limb. At the junction of the medulla and cortex, the osmolarity of the tubular fluid fallen to about 100 milliosmoles per liter. Overall, tubular fluid become progressively more concentrated as it flow along the descending limb and progressively more dilute as it move along the ascending limb. When ADH increases the water permeability of the principal cells, water quickly move via osmosis out of the collecting duct tubular fluid into the interstitial fluid of the inner medulla and then into the vasa recta. With loss of water, the urea left behind in the tubular fluid of the collecting duct become increasingly concentrated because duct cells deep in the medulla are permeable to it. Urea diffuses from the fluid in the duct into the interstitial fluid of the medulla. Then the last point, urea recycle cause a buildup of urea in the renal medulla. As urea accumulate in the interstitial fluid, some of it diffuses into the tubular fluid in the descending and thin ascending limb of the loop of Henle, which also are permeable to urea. However, while the fluid flow through the thick ascending limb, DCT and cortical portion of the collecting duct, urea remain in the lumen because cells in these segments are impermeable to it. As fluid flow along the collecting ducts, water reabsorption continue via osmosis because ADH is present. This water absorption further increases the concentration of urea in the tubular fluid. More urea diffuses into the interstitial fluid of the inner renal medulla and the cycle repeats. The constant transfer of the urea from between the segment of the renal tubule and interstitial fluid of the medulla is termed urea recycling. In this way, reabsorption of water from the tubular fluid of duct promote the buildup of urea in the interstitial fluid of the renal medulla, which in turn promote water reabsorption. The solute left behind in the lumen thus become very concentrated and a small amount of concentrated urine is excreted. ठीक है कि जैसे जैसे फ्लूइड फ्रॉम द पीसीटी जब आपका लूप ऑफ हैनले के डिसेंडिंग लिम में आता है देन इट इज़ परमिएबल टू वाटर, नॉट परमिएबल टू द साल्ट्स. तो जैसे जैसे नीचे की तरफ मूव करेगा तो कंसंट्रेशन बढ़ती चली जाएगी, लेकिन जब असेंडिंग लिम के अंदर आएगा दैट इट इज़ permeable to the salts and not impermeable to the water, then again there is concentration is decreasing. And this is all about the counter current mechanism. This session is powered by digital version 2 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University. Hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you very much.